Okay, so here I am practicing bouncing. So I want you to get to a even altitude and then practice zipping it up, doing a punch out, and as it comes back down, recover the bounce. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. And now I decided I was going to go out there and once again practice a little bit more on some turns. And I was actually doing some I was trying to go back through the cones, and I really shouldn't be doing that. Should just be practicing, like, you know, gentle turns and some figure eights and stuff. But I was dead set, and boom! Well, crashed into it. I did make it a whole turn, didn't I? But didn't crash. Didn't make it through the pylons. I seem to have some issues when it comes to trying to correct a, well, I guess must be a slide or a slice or a I don't know, but apparently I'm moving on my horizontal axis, not where I want to go, and I can't seem to correct that yet. But anyway, trying to make some turns here, build some right and left hand turns, and start it again here. And I think this one is where I actually have, yeah, I'm trying just to make some gentle turns. Gave up trying to go through the pylons. So trying some, these aren't really what you even call coordinated turns, but at least I'm just trying to make some gentle circles around the pylons, the outside of the pylons here. I notice that, you know, as I go along, supposedly I have this at about a 30-degree tilt for the camera, and supposedly in acro mode here, once you push the throttle, the pitch down a little bit, it should carry on with forward momentum, but it must be the fact that I'm gaining altitude that, I don't know, gives me some issues here. I tend to porpoise around up and down, not evenly flying, but at least I'm not crashing as much. And I am making turns. I couldn't make turns the other day. So coming down here, and every now and then, like right here, I don't know, I get out of control there in a way. It's I didn't do either my yaw or my roll quite right. But anyway, I do recover out of it and then sweep back around for a right hand turn eventually. But man, I'm up really high. And so yeah, just trying to make some turns, and that one's kind of a steep one. I probably shouldn't be doing something like that. I notice as I come back around, I look up at my horizon, I'm like, dang, you're not straight, Paul. You know, it's like I'm not used to that because I'm used to drones working in angle mode where they self-correct. But anyway, practicing some more turns here. And that one got away from me. But I at least didn't crash. Lost forward momentum, so I had to push forward again. Gained quite a bit of speed doing that, though. Yeah, it's a bit harder for me to follow on the monitor here. I don't know what it is. I upgraded to a newer version of DaVinci Resolve here, and it's my preview window is I can't move it. I can't undock it and move it where I want it to be. So anyway. And practice some right hand turns. Like I said, this isn't like I anticipated. It's much more difficult than what I thought it would be. And yeah, Charles, I don't know. You know, eventually I could do this in your backyard. People do this in their, you know, in their small space backyards and even inside their homes with some of the little whoop drones and stuff. But right now I would either tree it or it would be lost through some neighbor's window or something. So not quite ready for that good of flying. I could probably take it off to one of the parks and fly it there. You know, and they say when you get your first drone, just be prepared to lose it. It's going to happen. You're going to crash it, you're going to break it, you'll have to rebuild it, or you're just going to tree it and lose it. And just, you know, don't spend a whole lot of money on your first one, or at least buy a lot of parts for it. And so right now I do have my, like I said, my Tyrannus QX7, which is what I'm using to do this flight with. And also I did get my Sky Zone 02X goggles in yesterday, charged up the battery for it. I think it's a 4S battery, and but haven't put it in or tried it out or anything. My quad is on order. It's a Happy Model Larva X. You should be able to find those on YouTube, and there's not much you have to do. You don't really have to get into Betaflight to change anything, but it may take 2 people to help out getting it bound there, because you have to bind them, and it's got a deal where you have to had to start over there. This is where you shouldn't be flying anymore. When you get frustrated, you just take off and punch it like I did here, but oh well. But anyway, on the binding, you have to hold down a button on the back of the drone with a little screwdriver and plug in the battery at the same time to get it to bind. So either you got to have some really lucky, nimble fingers going along there, or you have to get somebody to help you. Well, this was an interesting turn. I'm sure I didn't plan this. I couldn't have planned that. But it looks really nice, the fact that I didn't crash when I did it. Oh well. Like I said, this is fun. Like I said, this last part there, I was a little bit frustrated because it just doesn't work the way you think it should all the time, and you can't even put a rhyme or a reason to it. Like, I don't understand why that didn't work. But anywho, I think I'm making another pass there, and then I think I end up just sighting in on the launch pad there, and I just take it in, glide it in and land. Figured that's enough. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching it. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Bye.